afternoon. So my name is Sarah Young. I'm our coordinator for digital teaching and learning at the Utah State Board of Education. And I'm here to talk to you today about the other F word in EdTech, Fidelity. So every single time this word came up in some of our recent policymaker discussions, I watched every single one of our district and charter school leaders roll their eyes and talk about kind of the pains of Fidelity in regards to some of the decisions the state was making. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about our context, about our challenge, and the way that we're approaching our solution. So in terms of the landscape, it's important to note that Utah, in a world where education, depending on your state boundaries, has been a bit of a challenge, we have been very fortunate that our policymakers have invested quite a bit in regards to not just general education, but also advancement and innovation. Part of that has been specific to just starting off in the 1990s with establishing the goal that every single classroom should have internet, as well as at least one desktop computer for the teacher, to moving that goal set forward to actually purchasing at the state level tools for personalized learning. We have opportunities that include kindergarten readiness with an at-home online-based preschool option that's available to and being used by over 14,000 4-year-olds in our state. We also have an early literacy software that's specific to K-3, as well as a K-12 mathematics software initiative that are available at the statewide level procurement of resources for each of our LEAs. The investment for FY 2019 is over $50 million, specific to resources and opportunities for each of our charters and public schools to have an opportunity. But with that resource comes accountability. And accountability for our state is something where it has to be more than just people are asking for it. It's about how is it truly impacting what's happening in the classroom. So in the world of EdTech, our basic solution focuses around dosage, looking at recommendations from the different software products and how they need to be utilized within a classroom, and how then that is in relationship to Fidelity, a school's ability to meet those dosage rates in regards to showing the use of the resources at the level that's being recommended by the product providers. This creates a series of challenges in terms of flaws that we've experienced as a state over the years of implementing these programs. One-size-fits-all measures, in the same way, I don't see a single person in the room wearing a one-size-fits-all t-shirt because it's not necessarily flattering and it doesn't necessarily meet your needs. We don't see that in the classroom as well. And so when you try and say it doesn't matter what your environment is, every single student would benefit from 45 minutes a week on this product, we run into a lot of challenges specific to meeting the diverse settings that we have within the state of Utah and recognizing those independent variables in relationship to student learning. In addition to that, I think outside of just looking at the basic kind of socioeconomics and geography differences we have, you also have to consider that we're talking about software as part of a comprehensive learning environment for students. It's not the only solution in the classroom. It has to complement what we're doing specific to the teacher expertise, a basal curricular series that they're using, school course schedule, access to hardware. All of these things factor in regards to the successfulness associated with the different software solutions. And last but not least, we found in the state of Utah, due to some of our policies in particular, that Fidelity can lead to a use it or lose it scenario, where we actually had many of our districts who were the innovators, who were the first to jump on board in regards to these different products, being faced with losing access to those software products because they weren't showing they were using it at this statewide level Fidelity measure. Ultimately, that inhibits them from wanting to engage in innovation and really is a challenge in regards to supporting EdTech on a statewide level. So, in terms of the innovation that we propose, it's looking at personalized fidelity. So very similar to the theme of this conference, as well as many of the panels I've been to, talking about the importance of really meeting every single child where they are, we at the statewide level need to be doing that for each of our schools, as well as our districts, in regards to the allocation and expectations of accountability for resources. We do this with two separate platforms. We use the Learn platform, as well as working with Materi Group, and I'll get into each of those quickly in regards to how we achieve personalized fidelity. This is really focused on doing two things. Number one, looking at data to establish what types of outcomes you have in regards to software related to that student learning, but also providing an opportunity for outside accountability so that the public as well is aware of where their taxpayer dollars are going and has a strong sense of how that's translating in terms of outcomes. Let's see, maybe not. I'm going to keep scooching this way. Okay, so personalized fidelity with the Learn platform. Can you click one more time? Thank you. The Learn platform is a product that we work with, and our partners are here in the room from Learn, to be able to look at impact level reporting. This allows any of our LEAs to take a basic Chrome extension associated with their access to the individual software products, and within that access to the software products, looking at how that's translating to actual outcomes relative to the use of the product. So you can upload your own assessment data, you can upload your benchmark data, whatever's specific to you, and run correlative studies in a very simple and easy way to help inform our LEAs in a real-time fashion specific to how is a product translating in regards to usage, so that our schools know, what do I need to do? Do I need to provide more professional learning? Is this product actually meeting my needs? Am I seeing improved outcomes with ELL students? And therefore, that's going to be the treatment group in which I'm providing this opportunity. You'll see that there's opportunity as well to look at usage by cluster. I say this knowing that there's probably product providers in the room. Sometimes they're picking numbers for dosage and fidelity that don't necessarily have a lot of rhyme or reason behind it. So if I tell you that a product's going to have an impact if you use it for an hour and a half every day, is it the product or is it just basic exposure? And this provides you this tool and opportunity for our LEAs to look at based on the different levels of usage. Am I seeing an effect size? And does it need to be at the level that's being recommended, or is there a different target that I can achieve? In addition to that, we also work with Materi Group in terms of an external dashboard. We leave Learn to be internal to all of our LEAs. That is their formative assessment tool. That is their safe space to be able to run the different analyses that they need to help inform their practice without feeling like it's out in the public for everyone to see and comment on. We work with Materi in regards to the external dashboard. This is where we provide transparency for policymakers. It demonstrates implementation and achievement components in regards to that. You're welcome to visit our website to see more. So in terms of this, because I've reached the end of my time, I will tell you that we've made a lot of key changes in moving away from statewide fidelity measures to be able to help improve the way that we're using educational technology to the classroom. And I'm happy to speak with you about those. I've also included the contact information for our partners if you'd like to learn more about their individual products. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.